Hey everyone, this is going to be really quick. I happen to listen to two people's YouTube channels, podcasts. I want to shout out Tariq Nasheed and also to the Mason Lucas. I want to shout out my bro Pharaoh Speaks. I want to also shout out Moxie Approve, different YouTubers, the Black Authority, different YouTubers that have been speaking about this. You guys have been really awesome with reporting this. And I want you to all continue to do the work that you're doing because this was just really, 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 really great that we have brothers out there that really care about the community as a whole, as far as wanting us to be, protected, elevated, and physically strong. I want to talk about the deplorable post that Candace Owens posted on her page yesterday, on her Twitter page. And I'm going to read it to you all, and I want you to soak it in. It reads, "A black supremacist took a vehicle and plowed it into a group of white people at a Christmas parade in Waukesha. A white supremacist carved the name of one of those white parade victims onto the rifle and live-streamed a mass shooting in a majority black neighborhood. Both acts are heinous, but they will not earn equal coverage in the media. Our dishonest, race-obsessed media should be blamed for both of these massacres. They will elevate the Buffalo shooting because white crime versus black victims is preferred. The cycle of hatred continues." When I heard this yesterday, because I heard this read twice, I really, 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 I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw my phone down. I wanted to do things that I can't say. I've been holding back the tears. I've been crying at the same time with tears in my eyes. But my screams, I've really, really, really been holding it back because I have PTSD and anxiety. I work for a company that is public service, where there is a metal detectors. There have been people that have come to our job with weapons. It just hasn't been guns. Imagine if that same thing, if a Peyton Gendron came to my company and did what he did, he would have been able to walk through there because there isn't any metal detectors. White supremacy is white supremacy, regardless of the location. And there's no such thing as black supremacy, because black people do not have the power and the authority to be able to carry out any type of plans, grievances on a level that is as monumental as what Peyton Gendron did, because we don't have the resources to do so. I'm not excusing what the man did in Waukesha. He's a horrible person. He's evil. But the things that he, as a person, I want to make it clear, he was not trying to get rid of black people as a group. White people as a group. Yes, he wanted to take white people out. And he did, but he also took out black people. But he wasn't trying to get rid of them, whereas Peyton Gendron is. Candace Owens is a mouthpiece for white supremacy. The very white supremacist that she's speaking out and comparing to black supremacists and saying that white crimes versus black victims are preferred. According to Lucas, Amazing Lucas, they pay her to say those talking points. He's witnessed it, which is why he's changed his stance on the way he feels about conservatism in this country. She has a pro-officer stance. That's really what it is. It's not even pro-white. It's pro-officer. You know, I used to not dislike Candace, but Candace was just a person that, you know, she would say some good points here and there. I believe in freedom of speech, but I can't co-sign nonsense. And what she's spewing on this and many other things is nonsense. See, it's okay to go to Patrice Cullors' house and, you know, come there and ask where the BLM money is. And we know you're doing it because of your white, alt-right, you know, handlers. You don't care about black people like that. You just care to take down the Black Lives Matter organization to fit your agenda. But when, real things happen, instead of just outright just talking alone, you could have just talked about him, Candace. You had to talk about the Waukesha situation. Yeah. So much for being a black conservative, Candace. And this is why people call black conservatives conservatives. And by the way, Candace became a conservative in 2017. She hasn't been a conservative for not even 10 years. She was a liberal, but there's one thing in common. She's always had a love for whiteness. And with that being said, I'm signing off. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful night. And my thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their loved ones with this tragedy that occurred. That should have never happened. If white extremist views and white supremacy wasn't validated.